Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on language interoperability. So this is also very important part of .NET programming language. So this is for portability and as well as for cross language integration. This topic is very important and I am using here GUI method for language interoperability, and we are taking a program in C Sharp as well as we will use that program in VB.NET. So basically what happened, .NET framework is a language independent. This is one of the major feature of this .NET framework programming language, and we are using two languages, for example VB.NET and C Sharp. And uh, so I am giving one example here. So what we are doing, we will create a class library file in C Sharp. So first of all, we will start a class library file. So you can see here, we have to move, we have to start a new project, and under new project we have to select class library. So you can see here, we will create a class library file in C Sharp. In other word, a DLL file. Class library file means DLL file. When we will create a class library file, then it will convert into DLL file, and will use DLL file in a Visual Basic application. After creating the DLL file or class library in C Sharp, we'll use that DLL file in Visual Basic. So we are starting it from C Sharp language. So first of all, we will create a class library project in C Sharp. So this way we'll go on new project, and then we will select class library, and we'll write here the name of program, calculator class library. So this is the name of program, and it contains some public function, so they are accessible by the end application. So we must have to write public function inside class calculator class library, and finally we'll press on OK button. Then we'll move here. So we'll have the next window, and inside the window we will have this prototype, and under this prototype we'll write the function, different function. So using system dot collection dot generic, using system dot linq, and using system dot text. It is predefined structure of this namespaces mm, is in this template. And then namespace calculator class library, and inside this calculator class library we have public class calculator. So this is the name of the class, and this is public calculator class library. This is namespace, and this is name of class. And inside this calculator class, we have addition function, we have subtraction function, multiplication function, and division function. So we can add more function here also. So these functions are defined in C Sharp language. Means coding we are doing in C Sharp language, and we are implementing that coding in Visual Basic VB.NET. So this is a complete program of language interoperability, inter cross language integration program. So here the addition function, and in this addition function, this is function is returning double value. So its return type is double, and we are passing two argument, double number one and double number two. So return number one plus number two, and this is second function, public static double subtraction, double number one and double number two. So it is difference between number one and number two. And this is multiplication. Here also we are passing two argument, number one and number two. So this is the return of multiplication of number one and number two. And finally we have division function. So in case of division function, we have to carefully we have to divide the one number by another number, because if we are dividing a number by 0, then it will return infinitive. So we have to care about that. So that's why we have given here if statement. So we have been answer variable, which is already initially which is 0, and its type is double. And then we have mentioned here number 2 equals to 0. If number 2 equals to 0, then answer will be 0. In that case we have to already we have to take care about that number 2, because we are dividing by number 2. So 0, any number should not be divided by the 0. So in case of number 2 is 0, then directly we will mention 0 value of the answer. or otherwise normally we will divide number 1 by number 2, so it will return accordingly. If number 2 is 0, then it will return 0, otherwise it will return the actual answer, division of number 1 and number 2. So this is the calculator class library function, calculator class library namespace, and this is the calculator class, and inside it we have been 4 functions. So what we have to do, we have to, after completing this code, the next step we have to create is a DLL file. So we have to build this project, and once our class library has been successfully built, so we have to build it. We will build it because we don't have any main program, so we cannot execute this code. This will be executed in Visual Basic VB.NET. Actually this program is in C Sharp, so we are not running it in C Sharp because we don't have any main program inside this calculator class. So you can see here, once our class library has been successfully built, right click on the project in Solution Explorer and open folder in Windows Explorer in our bin/debug folder, and we will get out the DLL file as shown below. So this way we can see the DLL file, calculator class library.dll. When we will build this file, then we will have this calculator class library.dll. This is calculator class library.dll. So we have built this DLL file, calculator class library.dll. So suppose we are running this program through command prompt, then we will compile this program by and we will have the target dot DLL will be the target. So now after verifying that this calculator.dll is available in our directory or not, so then now add a new project by clicking on Solution Explorer. So we will write the new project. We will press Solution Explorer, right click on Solution Explorer, and then add. Then we have been this new project, and then we will click on the add button, and in this add button we will write here console application. Again we will press on console application. So we are starting this Visual Basic, so we will select here Visual Basic and pressing on console application. Previous program is in C Sharp language, so here we will select C Sharp, so type Visual C Sharp. So this is class library. Under Visual C Sharp we will create class library. So this is class library, and we have to build this class library, and this class library will be converted into .dll. Now we will add, we will press right click on Solution Explorer on the right side of our window on this way, and then we will add new project, and then we will add Visual Basic console application. So means the C Sharp program will be tested in Visual Basic. This is the program of cross language integration. So in the add new project, go to other language and select the Visual Basic. So we have selected here Visual Basic, and select the console application. Then we have selected the console application and give a proper name. So we have given the proper name MyVB application. Now we will do here, we will use calculator.dll file to do operation. So we will write here calculator.dll file. So this is calculator class library.dll. This one, this is the previous one, and we will add this on our Solution Explorer. So we will move on add reference. So we will press right click here and add reference. So this is the reference tab, and we will press right mouse button, and then we will include this file calculator class library.dll file into this reference window. This is in this Solution Explorer. This will display the add reference, and then we will press here. Then we will have this calculator class library.dll. You can see here calculator class library.dll file on Solution Explorer. So if it is not viewing there, displaying there, so it means there is some error. So you have to move here, go to bin/debug folder of your class library and select DLL file as shown below. So this way we will select the class library. So calculator class library, and then we will press OK. Like C Sharp, Visual Basic allow you to list each namespace used within the current file. So now we have been this DLL file. So we have verified that DLL file is included here. So we will write the program of Visual Basic program where we will implement the calculator function. So already we have been these functions, 4 functions: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and these are the function of C#, and we will use these function in VB.NET. So we have selected this Visual Basic console application, and we have added the name of calculator class library.dll through add reference tab, and this is calculator class library.dll, and then we are in Visual Basic program. So in Visual Basic offers a import keyword. So in case of Visual Basic we'll write import system, and in case of C# we'll write using system. So here the first statement, import system keyword rather than C# using keyword. So here we are writing import keyword. Add the following import statement within the module VB. So in Visual Basic we write the program inside the module, whereas in C# we write the program inside the class. So here we have been modules, or inside module we have been subroutine. So module 1 and subroutine main, and inside subroutine we have addition variable, addition as double. So the variable is declared by the dim keyword. So dim means dimension, dim addition as double. So the data type of addition variable is double, and another variable multiplication, its data type is again its data type is double. So here we are using only addition and multiplication function. So addition equals to calculator dot addition 10 comma 30. So calculator is a class. Calculator is a class of C#. So again you can see here calculator is the class of C#. This is C# program. So calculator dot addition and 2 argument, these two, number 1 and number 2 argument. So we can directly use this class and this function inside this calculator class. Directly we are using this function here, as we are working in Visual Basic, but we are implementing the function of C#. So calculator dot addition 10 comma 20. So these are the 2 arguments, and same way multiplication equals to calculator dot multiplication 5 comma 2. So after doing this multiplication, the result will be returned in multiplication variable, and after adding 10 and 20, the result will be returned on addition function. So by using these two statement, console.writeLine addition is the value of addition, and console.writeLine multiplication is the value of multiplication. So this way we will multiply as well as add two numbers, and finally we have console.readLine. It will hold the screen, otherwise screen will be moved and will not see the output. So we have written here console.readLine. So as you can see, the VB.NET code showing the access of our C# class library method as shown below. So you can see here, while you are writing this program, suppose you have written here calculator dot addition. So calculator dot addition, so directly it will show, or calculator dot multiplication. So it will show the name of function, different functions. So you can select, suppose we have to mention here multiplication function, then we will select through by my mouse multiplication. So if it is not showing, then there may be some error also. So suppose we have written this line calculator dot, then it will automatically display all the functions. So we will select here addition. So this is the function, and this way we have been module 1, and now you can see some more configuration are required before running this program. So everything is now done, and set the startup project my VB application as the default project. So in Solution Explorer, now you can see here the Solution Explorer. In Solution Explorer we have calculator class library .dll, as well as my VB application my VB application, this file also, this one also, this VB program also, module 1.vb. So we have been lot many files. So which file will be the first file? So we have to select my VB application as a started project. So to do this, right click on your project, then select properties, and you will get the following window where you can set single startup project as soon. So in single startup project, my VB application, because the program will start by the VB program. We will start program by this code, not by this code. Mm, okay, so this is the class library. This is already built by the programmer, and we will execute the program from here, from this module 1. So module 1.vb will execute first, and this module 1.vb is inside my VB application. You can see here the name of the program is my VB application, my VB application. So this way you can see here the startup project is the my VB application, and inside however we have multiple startup project, we have calculator class library, we have my VB application. So we are not selecting this one, we are selecting my VB application. So single startup is my VB application. So in case suppose we are running two programs simultaneously, in that case multiple startup project, then we will select multiple startup project. So but here we have been single startup project. So click OK and press F5. So we will click this, we will select this my VB application, and then we will press F5, and your VB project will contain DLL file, and that is written in C# without any error or warning. After successful run, you will get the output accordingly. So we have mentioned there addition and multiplication. Only two functions are there, addition and multiplication. So addition is this and multiplication is this. So you can see here addition is 30 and multiplication is 10. So we have been these two output. So thanks guys for listening this lecture. So thank you again.